Alright. Am I up or no? Alright, cool. Bye. Sorry about that, guys.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, child.
I did braids in my hair and then put it in a big ponytail.
Yup,
Isn't it cute?
I suppose. You should take your good dreams.
Oh. Riley never get hers.
Huh?
Riley never get hers.
Yeah. Alright. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent star gases bursting from the ring pierces the darkness of space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Then lashes of purple clouds dissected by threads of lightning appear in the center of the ring. An unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as the blocks of black stone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. It mentions that the material of this thing is reminiscent of the pylons on Cadia, and I was commenting, I don't know if it came up or if it came through, that it it's because they are one and the same. Wait. What did I miss here? Why is the debris not why is this system considered uncharted? I charted it all. Or did I miss this? So the engine's here's either way. There we go, I just had to... Let's visit a system and take a look.
I wonder what time it is.
Hey Google, what time is it in Beijing?
The time in Beijing, China, is 11:55 a.m. on Thursday.
Today's not Thursday. Today's Wednesday.
Under thin clouds, as if shredded by a careless blade, sway vast steppes carpeted in pale gold deadwood. The rogue trader's attentive eye distinguishes a region among the endless grasses that does not fit into the general landscape. The scouts from the shuttle see signs of intelligent life, judging by the trampled soil and tent frames. Someone made camp here. Distant silhouettes form a tangle of paths and obstacles, a maze. The outer walls are supplemented by a multitude of spikes and blades, and decorated with scraps of leather and withered, crucified prisoners. It does not take an expert in xenoculture to reason the Drukhari have been here. Let's send out a squad. As they comb over the tracks left around the Drukhari structures, the scouts find items of Imperium make, blood-soaked clothes, an Aquila patch, a data slate cracked in half, Gothic letters and the symbol of the Inquisition are frozen in its bottom half. The sentence fragments are made up of an exploration report. The servants of Von Valentius find a rough illustration of the camp in the pocket of a filthy coat. On it are marked 2 locations. The first is shown with a sword and highlights an area where items were found. The other a skull and points to a patch of ground by the maze. Find out what is in the place marked by the skull. The scouts carefully inspect every piece of land in the marked area and discover a camouflage pit studded with strong, thin needles. In a niche sunk into the wall of the trap glinters a volumetric flask with an ugly creature that looks like several brains stuck together. Analyze the nature of it. The rogue traders people recognize the grotesque figure as a Drukhari Medusa, a parasite capable of registering emotions and transferring them to its masters. This thing was left here as the equivalent of a picked recorder, collecting the suffering of the Drukhari's victims. Yeah, kill that. The flask explodes into shrapnel fragments under a salvo from the scouts' rifles. The remaining liquid is collected into several test tubes to be examined in the ship's laboratory and put to good use or destroyed on the orders of the rogue trader. Continue exploring the area. Deep prints belonging to landing legs and a ladder are visible in the grass behind the maze. The relative position of the recesses correspond to the design of an Imperial shuttle. When the Von Valentius scouts approach, they find a wax seal bearing the symbol of the Inquisition and a monogram formed from the letters XC. An officer voices the proposition that the initials correspond to the name of the Lord Inquisitor, Xavier Calcazar. Search for other objects. A segment of the dry grass a few meters in front of the prints from the ladder has been cut as a scythe. Among the chopped stems lies a piece of a Drukhari trophy, a flap of dark skin stretched out by thin chains. Most of it is covered by a tattoo, a silhouette of a storm or tornado, and a black symbol composed of curved lines and sharp shapes. Burn all the traces of xenopresence. Second, guys. Predatory structures do not burn easily, and it takes a long time for them to heat up. When the flames finally gather strength, the turquoise explosions flash amid the yellow-orange waves. Whatever was down there was dangerous. Lord Captain, there was an incident on the flight deck. The planet we discovered is located at the coordinates of interest to the Honorable Ulfar, Angel of the Emperor. The moment he learned about this, he chose to abandon ship. He ordered a shuttle to be provided to him and directed it to the world before us. We do not know exactly where he wishes to go, but the augurs have tracked the shuttle to the landing site. I know how he stole the shuttle. Why have I not been notified of his actions right away? He forbade it, and the enforcers did not dare defy an angel of the Emperor. I am very sorry. Execute the sentries who are guarding the shuttles. Your order will be carried out with the utmost diligence, Lord Captain. A scouting party led by the rogue trader himself makes planetfall on the frozen world. The shuttle on which Ulfar Thunderlung departed, the ship has been designated the starting point for the search. Said shuttle is found at the landing site intact and undamaged. Examine the stolen shuttle. Machine Spirit is in fine form and is ready to ascend from the world's surface. No clues have been found as to Ulfar Thunderlung's intended destination, but a keen-eyed scout sights several disturbed snowdrifts that may indicate the route taken by the Space Wolf. Scout the area. Scouts discover numerous structures, burial grounds, and obelisks of the Xeno race that once ruled these star systems, all of which are now encased in ice and solemn sepulchral stillness. No signs of activity. Potentially hostile Xenos have been detected. Follow the trail. The group bravely ventures onward into the realm of the blinding white and crackling frost. The sky is soon blanketed with snow clouds that block out the stars' light. The wind, howling like a pack of hungry spirits, sweeps all tracks and whips up a furious storm. The path is full of dangers. A treacherous crevasse hidden under the snow's crust suddenly opens wide under the enforcers' feet. Dozens of brave soldiers vanish into the darkness before they even have a chance to cry out. The rest of the party trek on in mournful silence. A few hours later, the expedition comes to a plateau. Rising up ahead is the dark hull of an Imperial trading vessel that once landed on the world's surface. Investigate the ship. The ship is identified as the Revelation Granted. The merchant cog commandeered by the baleful Howl on footfall. No signs of struggle or other misfortune are found aboard. Only some useful cargo in the hold. Contrary to expectations, no crew members are found dead or alive. The ship has been abandoned and its fuel systems are non-functional. The promethium is frozen solid and ruptured the tanks and pipes. The escalating storm sweeps over the group as if trying to bury them in darkness and snow. Take shelter in the ship and set up camp. Bone-weary soldiers welcome the chance to rest. Watchful sentries stand guard while their more fortunate comrades stuff themselves with now frozen rations of the ship's vanished crew. Temperature inexorable. Oh yeah, dang it. One of the sentries delivers an anxious report to the Lord Captain. He's seen a massive shadow in the darkness, and it was definitely not Ulfar. Go on the offensive. A squad of the best fighters, led by the Lord Captain, ventures outside the ship and scours the area twice. Unfortunately, the only result of their efforts is several squad members disappearing without a trace. Yeah, we'll hide. Soon to report that one of the sentries is missing. Large tracks have been found near the sentry's post, as well as a few drops of blood. Double the sentries. A terrible rumbling cuts through the roar of the storm, the crash and clamor of battle. It is followed by a furious, agonized scream. Send a party towards the sound of battle. Tied together with ropes and bolstering each other with battle cries, the enforcers rush toward the battle in human chains. Unable to see anything ahead, the darkness and swirling snow, they blindly stride to the source of the battle's monstrous thunder. Lord Captain charges forward, his soldiers rushing after him. An eerie shadow blocks their path. It is cloaked by the snow and dark, which turn it into a barely discernible silhouette that emanates the promise of death. Clashing with the unknown enemy that cannot even be seen, the rogue trader deals several devastating blows, and then the malevolent foe hurriedly retreats into the blizzard. Ulfar was found lying in the blood-soaked snow, his body covered in grievous wounds, but the wolf continues to cling to life. With great care, he is borne to the shuttles and, wasting no time, brought back to the ship for urgent treatment. To fight. Brave Benbow he set sail in a keen and pleasant gale. Huh?
I like steak that's fun.
We will say a quick prayer for Ulfar, the litany to staunch a wound, to be recited and repeated when grievously hurt. I pray to sow the blood and close the wound. We'll also give him the prayer of relief from torment. Although my body is broken, although my blood pours away, although my time may end, the immortal Emperor will greet me and embrace me with his holy aura, if I only remain constant to him through this time of torment. And for ourselves going into battle, the litany of protection, just to be recited when in great danger. O Emperor of mankind, send your gaze to me with benevolence. Watch over your servant and soldier, and protect me from peril. Kinsman! To battle! Child! To battle! To battle!
Let our weapons be true and our resolve unbreakable.
It's a Shroud class light cruiser. It's made up of the more empowered it is, the more sickles it has. At some point, I'll run into a pizza roller of doom. Should we give him a right proper crumpet?
Bring doom to our enemies. Lock on and launch. Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Reinforce the 4 shields. Are you kidding me? I do not think they are kidding me.
Fall ahead. Show them the fury of our macro cannons. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany. Set course with all haste.
I need a vulnerability scan, Cassia. Let me know about the Shroud class.
Breach in our enemy's defenses!
Padre. It's Padre. What? When I'm done. 9 hours. No. Nothing is true. Everything is
Deliver
fake.
their demise!
We're living in a simulation, kid. They don't want you to know it.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Oh. Well, where are we living? That sounds like some Yeo-Bio grade crap.
I want to hear the macro cannons roar.
Port shields full. First. We're gonna give this guy the gabagoo. Yeah. Now go away. Ya butt. like to. Will I? I don't know. Not really. Tactical relocation. No. He's called he a chump, and I'm finna make him suffer for this.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
I wanna go fast.
I want to hear the macro cannons roar!
Reload the batteries.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons! Unleash a barrage of destruction! Bring to our enemies. We have a destination to reach. Unleash the power of our lance batteries!
Reinforce the starboard shields. I need a damage assessment over here. Vulnerability scan.
Full ahead! Bring doom to our enemies! Unleash the power of our lance batteries! Set course with all haste. Let the macro cannon sing their deadly litany. Send our enemies to the void.
Well, I want to test a theory. I don't think he can shoot me from there. I think he'll have to hit up the sword. definitely can.
Unleash a barrage of destruction. The higher will has guided us to triumph.
Hey. Nice. Can I just not? Oh, hold on. Improved RAM. Okay. Return to the bridge and talk to my man. Now that I have killed the Necrons. You need to take your good dreams, child. Let me see you do it.
I'm getting a glass of water.
Good. Then bring them over here, show them to me, put them in your mouth, and then... How is Zulfar? Has he regained consciousness? He is feeling better, Lord. Captain, the ship's chirurgeon was amazed at his resilience. The esteemed Lord Ulfar is currently convalescing in his chambers. What? I didn't see it.
Dang it. I swear, they're not on the counter.
If I find them, you're in trouble. A lot.
I did not.
Have a servant escort me to Ulfar's quarters.
Don't care what they say. Don't care what said about me.
If he's got a real bed, that's like luxury for a Marine. Most of the time, they don't even sleep on bed. They just have like a metal spot they sleep on. Just a little raised platform. Because Space Marines are basically warrior monks. Ulfar's dark figure towers over you. His head is lowered, his hair hanging in a curtain across his face. His fair skin is hatched with broad crimson scars held together by metal staples and covered with black spiked runes. For physical healing, could an ordinary mortal have survived such injuries? Unlikely. With a twitch of his fingers, Ulfar bids two of the servants and attendants to step away, so as not to intrude on your conversation. They silently retreat. Vater, I must thank you for saving me. I had a difficult battle. I thank the Emperor he did not take you from us to join his heavenly host, my lord. I always survive. Why did you decide to go to that world alone? After a few moments of silence, Ulfar says quietly, so I did not have to bury your body in the snow, Vater. It is not out of arrogance that the wolves do not allow mortals into our affairs, but because the burden of those deeds is heavy and they reek of death. Just consider what kind of threat you could have been facing in a place where an entire pack of Astartes has disappeared. If I had risked for you the sake of fulfilling my vows, would that have been worthy of me? You did not do all that well on your own. And it grieves me, alas, my enemy, whoever they were, proved too swift, and my thoughts were in turmoil. The air of that world reeks of something foul. Not of corruption, but crime. Did you find any trace of your brothers? The vessel I found, the revelation granted. That was them. Inside there were signs the wolf scouts leave for their brothers. The baleful howl landed the ship on the surface and left. The rest of the crew disappeared. I followed my brother's trail until an unknown foe blocked my path, and battle ensued. What foe is capable of besting you in combat? Your wounds were truly terrifying. An evil spirit. It attacked me from behind and wounded me instantly. Ulfar points to a particularly gruesome scar on his chest, the strike clearly intended for one of the Space Wolf's two hearts. The wound gives off a strong medicinal smell, but it is not one you recognize, probably a Fenrisian balm. Brewed by Ulfar himself, your healers would faint after one whiff of such a potion. The snow covered my eyes. I could only make out the shadow. But it moved fast and it was strong. The Allfather's gift had not knitted my ribs. If the Allfather's gift had not knitted my ribs into a hard carapace, the blow would have been my last. The wolf says these words with chilling nonchalance. I still feel its claws on my chest, frost shredding flesh. Wounds left by spirits are dangerous. They create a spiritual link between your body and its pernicious mind. The only way to heal such mutilations is to brew a potion from the blood spilt by their incorporeal bodies. That evil spirit wounded me too. Then we are both marked. Our bodies will be tormented. But its deadly touch until it is defeated. But fear not, Vater. We will defeat it. I swear it. Your pack seems to have led an entire ship's crew to their deaths. Do not blame us for what we are. Death always clings to the warriors of the Allfather, and we are fated for no deeds other than those accomplished in the jaws of Mordecai. I see. You are not your usual self. You seem more somber. By bitter path comes wisdom. In wake of bloody losses and shattered dreams, heavy thoughts weighing on its broad shoulders, it enters unbidden and takes a seat by your hearth. Tell me, why are there no rhymes in your songs? Rhymes are empty frippery. A saga must be alive. If the words happen to fall into a rhythm, well, that is grand. But to make your whole story fit neatly into such a pattern, you must either twist the truth in service of beauty, or live your life for the sake of a rhyme. Neither is to a wolf's liking. Our sagas are voices sounding through eternity. When we hear them, we do not hear stories, we hear the tellers, speaking their words to us now. You've been thinking about your life? About the future. Have you ever wondered what it means to be an Astartes? To know no other family but your brothers in battle. To know no other feast but the joy of slaying your enemies and extolling your fallen comrades. To know with certainty that your death will be terrible, brutal, and agonizing. For time holds no sway over us, and no warrior of the All-Father has ever breathed us last in a soft bed. Death holds no fear for us, late Vater. We have been eating at the same table since day one. Perhaps something good awaits in your future. Listen, Vater. When the wolf priests tested me, I went to the gate of Morke, a dark place where real space and the thoughts of the great wolves intertwine like the tentacles of a kraken. Everyone who appears before the gate is granted a vision, and mine was a dark omen. I saw myself in two guises, one white as a moon, the other black as lowering sky, and the two were locked in combat. As for which me emerged victorious, that was hidden from my sight. But that was not what frightened me. The black wolf's gaze was fearsome, full of more pain than he could ever inflict himself. It drove him mad, turning him into a monster. And as dark as he appears, I recognize myself in him. After all, I was made for destruction, torment, annihilation. I am the more agile monster. Does that mean by the All-Father's design I must drink this cup of pain to the bottom in order to fulfill his plan? I do not know. Alfar looks at you, his expression inscrutable. Do you still believe you'll find your brothers? I will find them. Ulfar clenches his fists. Probably not alive, but I will find them. Thank you for your answers. You have a right to them. I'm pleased that my servants found a fitting shrine for your armor. The splendor and monumentality of the chamber befit the solemnity of the sacrament unfolding within. As if performing an intricate dance, the servants of the Omnissiah move in time, the murmuring mechanism circling the space wolf while he stands utterly still. The scent of sacred incense fills the air, giving the sense that one is witnessing a great ritual. And Astartes needs very little, a cell and a table where I can perform the purifying rite on my weapon. That is all I require. But to keep the armor bestowed upon me by the Allfather in some shabby cubicle would be sacrilege. This chamber will do well for the vesting ceremony. There is good plasteel beneath the rich decorating and gilding. Yes, I am satisfied. What are the servants doing? It is time for me to don my skin again. Alfar shrugs wearily, his body giving off heat and animal scent. One of the servants opens a casket containing contact unguent. It will be used to anoint each of the black carapace's neural ports, marring the wolf's skin. The sacred augmentation seamlessly fuses Ulfar's body with his armor, and every fiber bundle of it. I feel flayed without it. Recently I have been trying to remember what it is like to live without a skin. I can't. Too many years have passed. What will you do now? I must return. My foe awaits me, but it would be dishonorable to retreat from this battle, but I will need help in the fighting. You can count on me. I know it, Vader. Ulfar nods to the servants, and in low voices they begin a guttural prayer. Shadows leap across the walls, twisting together in a majestic and savage dance. In the flickering candlelight, the sacred rite is performed. The angel of the Emperor is clothed in the armor of unwavering faith and his wrath. We must return to battle. This foul creature. I'm thinking about, now that I know that I'll have to stream a little bit longer to get through Chapter 5, I think my next stream will be the final one, but I think I'm gonna call it after one of the books, The End and the Death. Actually, what's here?
The Emperor sets my path.
Willpower. We're going to increase that willpower.
sins.
What we are the...
My faith is my shield.
Look no... you require.
I'm restless. The
For the Emperor. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars. This is out of the ordinary.
An expected result.
Virtuous vindication.
Blessed is von Valencia's bloodline.
Experience? Nothing matters
Know
more.
your duty.
Bodies of uniformed Imperial scouts have been scattered around by a detonated mine. Scouts discovered Ulfar's lifeless body here.
This
Oh,
ocular
no.
implant was a worthwhile investment.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
Tracks of a mysterious enemy that defeated the space wolf have almost been hidden by the snow. Oh, I really hope that wasn't what I think. it
Let
is.
us walk this path to the end.
We should deal with this.
Centuries of service and practice.
The Emperor gave me a vision.
Hunt brothers, take heed. Was that supposed to be a challenge?
The Divine watches over us.
My brothers. Red brows furrowed in anguish. Ulfar bows down over the bodies encased in ceramite and adamantine. Once again, fate has barred me from traveling to the Hall of the Allfather with my brothers. Around the snow-covered battlefield reveals little, but it is clear that the Space Wolves gave furious battle one last time. The rocks are pitted from bolter strikes, and there you see scorch marks left by plasma charges. Who were they fighting? I smell no corruption on their bodies, and I see no traces of Xenos weapons. I think they did battle with humans here. What do you think they were looking for here? Do not know what they were seeking, but they certainly found someone here. Otherwise, this crime would not have been committed. I'm sorry they died. Do not be sorry, Eight Pater. They died with honor, as the All-Father's warriors should, in the hall of Kajala. Their horns will be full to the brim with heady Myad. Ulfar gnashes his teeth in anguish. I sense evil in their deaths. The souls of the baleful howl are not at rest, but remain here on the battlefield. They are not with the Allfather. I must escort them to him. Will you bear witness to the last honor given to my brothers? Why me? Our sagas have long since become one, and tradition bids that the burial be witnessed by another clan member, not an outsider. I have no one closer than you here. I shall bear witness to their final honor. Ulfar produces a knife inscribed with scarlet runes. Picking up a rock from the ground, he begins to scratch the rock's sharp edge across the blade, etching a name. His powerful voice rumbles. Hear now the saga of the baleful Howl Pack. Proud warriors of Fenris, Vilka Fenrika. The verses weave together, recounting the deeds of each of Ulfar's dead brothers. With incredible precision in every detail, the wolf lists the accomplishments of his comrades, the enemies they slew, and the sacrifices they made. The saga continues at length, and the relentless rhythm sends you into a trance. With a grinding screech, the rock is drawn across the knife blade again and again, inscribing one name after another. On the cold world, they gave battle, the pack's fierce name never disgracing. So ends the saga of the baleful howl, and the void thunders with echo unending. Fenris Holdja. Ulfar is silent for a long time. The etched knife blade slices across his huge palm, and the scarlet drops paint the snow. His weary voice rasps. Hear my oath, all the Father. Jaluga Thuraag Jiame. With his bloodied hand, the wolf removes the rune-covered horn from his belt, and from a flask pours something dark and sharp-smelling into it. Let us drink to my brothers, Eight Vater, and then we will build the pyre. What oath did you just swear? It is the oldest oath on Fenris. It translates to, I will avenge, or I will be forsaken. What is that? Usually wolves are commemorated with Myad, but I'll have to settle for something I made myself. A few poisonous herbs from Genis, some rare toxins traded on footfall. Maybe this brew will overcome the physical might of an Astartes. However, I wished that my omen would prove a lie, that my libation would sour without ever being tasted. Sounds like you're asking me to drink. Feast well, wolves. The astringent liquid burns your throat, and a fog immediately descends over your vision. The sky darkens, and the rising wind whistles in your ears. Through it comes the high-pitched cawing of a bird. Ulfar nods approvingly. It is a sign. Fate walks beside us. Skull! Taking back his horn, the wolf takes a mighty swallow of the stuff. Majestic shadows rise in the snowy haze around you, the figures of warriors clad in indestructible armor, bearing an emblem of two black fangs piercing the yellow of a sun. They are looking at you. The brothers bear witness, which means it is time for us to meet my last comrade. What comrade? There is one missing among the dead, and now I know who I was fighting before. It was Brother Ignilf. What happened to this Ignilf? He went mad with grief over the bodies of his brothers, and the curse of the Wolfen prevailed over his valiant heart. He became a beast. Is he dangerous, or is he dangerous, or will you be able to reason with him? There is no reasoning with one who knows only the black bitterness of hatred. The curse of the Wolfen is not only our bane, but it is also our shield against temptation. When intolerable thoughts take shelter in a wolf's mind, the curse comes and drives them out, dousing them with the waters of anger. You cannot reason with a wolfen, or deceive him, or entice him. That is our bloody talisman against evil. What are we going to do with them? Corruption is washed away by blood. We will cleanse his spirit, as there is no hope for his body now. None return from the curse's embrace. Calcazar once encountered another of my brothers who had also become a wolfen. Calcazar captured him and brought him to Fenris. That is the debt we came here to pay. But we have no way of doing what Calcazar did, so we will have to grant Brother Ignilf peace. I see. The wolf moon raises its head and howls. Then it turns its wise, piercing gaze on you, and blood rains down from its snow-white fangs onto the frozen world. Where do you intend to look for him? A toothy grin is the only response you receive. You see the fangs lengthening before your eyes. Is Ulfar laughing at you? Or the feral moon suspended in the sky, the fog clouding your mind grows thicker. He will come. Let's do this. Ulfar lets out a belligerent howl, whipping up snowdrifts into frightening whirlwinds. You hear a cracking sound. Someone's feet, no, paws, are breaking through the crust of snow on the ground. The beast comes now, and its cruel howl awakens the fallen warriors of Fenris. Fenris thirsts for vengeance.
So shall they become the All-Father's worthy instrument! Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father! Our foes reek of cowardice. I challenge you, it's better to hunt alone than with you.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless. Is why I
Is that all you've got?
I'll do it. Faith shields me. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Watch it, you rusted, stinking sons of trolls!
I'll do it.
Skidya, my calamite hide is strong!
My competencies are not that universal. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve. Request approved.
My blood is all but gone. But my bones still stand.
You've been stabbed in the face base with Mechadendrite? No? Wanna be?
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call. An exemplary strike. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust.
Ah, so now we have new ones to fight.
It will be done.
Crap, I don't know if I should have done that, but hey, whatever.
At your beck and call. Indeed. Actions will speak louder than words. I don't like that. Fool's reign!
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Comes time become your does not become pain. The wolf is on the hunt. I can't allow myself to do this. And so shall it be done. The Emperor commands. And so shall it be done. The saga is nearing its glorious end. Rejoice, your corrupt way has failed you. The fame-hungry come. My armor is contempt. Emperor is on our side. I won't object to it.
We're just gonna straight dispel you.
Naturally. The Inquisition sends their regards. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. Holy terror! Smite your enemies! Oceans bleed! Someone's death wish is mine to grant. For the throne's glory. Sends their regards. Our cause reek of God. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. I challenge you, damned. For battle. Wolves reign. Born predator does not become prey. So it shall be. You bite like a bomb. See how the wolf succeeds. Wolves reign. Cubs play. So it shall be. Your father shall be instrument.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Like a pop.
I am his will made manifest. I'll do it.
Oh, crap.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Pascal, the situation's getting a bit out of control. Would you please fry this guy inside of his suit?
Request approved.
Oh.
Running binary override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends
Region classified. Location classified. Material oral retelling on Ulfar and his brothers, the Baleful Howl saga, and on the Last Wolf verse, recorded by Arc Chronicler Olcart Memistat. My verses you will hear, glorious brothers, of how the paths of Ulfar, called Thunderlung from the first, and the last wolf of the Baleful Howl were intertwined. Over his brother's cold bodies standing, Ulfar, the hard-armed, proclaimed, his retinue to his aid the rogue trader called, but the cry was drowned out by the harsh elements roaring, magic with snow whirling, in a dance intertwining, for the beast left a bloody reaping of only two. Terror and awe the beast's form roused, his gory breath to vapor turning, with guile and fierce malice his eyes glowing, and whirling eddies like a snow cloak upon his shoulders lying, waiting for the beast to feed them with hot blood. Even the moon stood patron to him, his face hiding with the shadows of her deceitful dance, his howl the old tune echoing of Fenrisian sagas of mindless rampaging and mortal carnage. Combat, whatever. The Allfather's call summoned two to battle against the beast. You did not fear to meet me, perfidious spirit, who the name Doppelgrendel claims. I see you have not learned from your last battle, though you paid for it with gouged eye, spoke Ulfar Thunderlung, and the beast replied, of your spoils you boasted to the priests in vain, Ulfar Everlost. My body alone you wounded, but I your spirit maimed and your weird crippled. Then came the turn of the Eight Vater to speak. And his words were formidable and filled with wrath. The grin was merry and full of bloody joy. For your insolence you will pay with tears and blood. So answered the dread spirit, and to that harsh oath served the hurricane itself as witness incorruptible. Enough words have been spoken. The power of words spewed from the beast's mouth, grinning, the cry of the wild hunt, and embittered souls hearkened. Out of snow and wind, wolf bodies were woven for the warriors who died an unclean death, the unavenged, evil never forgetting. Their ice fangs gnashing, they approached into the roiling sky, howling. The first brother by Ulfar was vanished. Against the second went Von Valentius the brave. Oh, dang it. Fearsome was the blow, but the heat of mortals did not defeat that son of Hellwinter's frost and craver of vengeance. Fiercely roaring forward stepped brother Ulfar to meet him, taking the blow intended for the Eight Vater. With a terrible blow he replied, and by the maelstrom the wolf was lay low, struck down and shamed, the pack defeated. But the beast was not yet vanquished. Roaring his body he threw into the fray like a mighty spear thrust. Howling, his claws cut through adamantine, the warriors fought, a river of blood spilling. Ulfar Thunderlung His battle song singing, the black curse, the vicious rival echoing, the warriors were clashing when the cunning eight vetter, a direct blow struck to the beast's broad back. The dark wolf howled in raged agony, his eyes blazing, his lust for vengeance. To his knees the beast fell, and suddenly about his gray lips a smile played of guile and fear. Upon the eight Vater fell the wolf's fiery gaze. By the power of icy Fenris I do curse you. If you look into the past you shall see only deceit. If you look into the future you shall see only treachery. The false friend's dagger shall open your breast. The arrows of deceit rot shall pierce your back. So spoke the eight Vader, the spirit born in sorrow cursing, and then the bloody wound he spied. His breast was cut, his heart was quiet. The eight Vader's death had caught him unawares. From the eight Vader's lip a daring song burst forth. Death on the battlefield extolling. The heat of these words, eight Vader's heart inflamed, the spirit's fatal vision banishing. Glory to brave hearts that fear not death. So the dark beast lay in the snow, his chosen name the Doppelgrendel. And over his body standing, Ulfar said, "Before you die, answer me, evil spirit, who killed my brothers, the baleful howl?" In its death grasp, the Doppelgrendel answered, "Brother, we were doomed not by the archenemy's followers, nor by despicable inhumans who did not touch our armor, nor with dark sorcery did the Malefics defeat us. No, it was the humans, whose oaths of friendship swore, that plunged the blade into our back, their treacherous plot in malice hatched," said the spirit, and then it fell silent forever, the noble wolf's body fleeing, and peace to it bestowing. The pair stood together over the prostrate body, the body not of a beast but of a fallen brother. The fearsome Ulfar declared in an oath of vengeance, and the mighty wolves to Kajhala went charging. They went knowing that their betrayers 3 times the blood price would be exacted, and the eight Vader also his peace spoke. Who killed your brothers? From this day forth, who is our foe? The traitor's name for now remains unknown, but in the darkness I will find him, and have my vengeance. So answered Thunderlung. And the eight Vader also his peace spoke. The honor of Fenris you have defended, Thunderlung. My brothers, the All-Father's hall entering, will boldly tell that in death they had not been forgotten. With a joyous roar these words will answer, for they surely mean the fierce Fenris still stands. So Ulfar's mighty word was spoken, a proud funeral dirge was sung. His brother's weary body, cursed by grief, from his carapace was freed, and laid upon the pyre. The old spinners weave the weird thread cruelly, no inquiries or entreaties accepting. Ulfar Thunderlung cast his gaze, and clearly he beheld the end of his trail. And so ended the saga of the baleful howl. May Blackmane guide them to Valhalla. Only one. Or wait. Yeah. Only one was not claimed by Mordecai the Dark-Hearted. Ulfar Thunderlung stood stalwart upon the ground. Too stubborn for death, this rebellious wolf, too hot to be seized by the chill of the grave, his brothers praising. He raised his deadly axe. Fenris stands. So there will be many yet to slay. Was there room in Ulfar's heart for sorrow? So it was, but anguish does not plague the warrior's soul. He knew one day his brothers he would meet again once the curse was broken and his honorable death he claimed in battle. Glory to the fierce wolf, son of Fenris. Let us remember, brothers, the baleful howl, daring hunters, fierce fighters, and troublemakers without equal. Let us glorify their exploits and glorify their fall. We, with honor, have these wolves gone to Kajhala. Let us remember the mighty brother Ulfar who did not abandon his pack in the snowy waste. Let us remember the traitor of the Von Valentius line, whose name is known and honored on Fenris. Let us raise our cups and cry in the face of hell's winter's gale. Father, we live still. Fenris hold you. This is a go to the planet. I'm not doing it. I want to get to the next area after I do this, and then a puzzled augur operator reports that an expeditionary shuttle belonging to the Von Valentius dynasty was detected on the planet's surface. Furthermore, according to its markings, it is assigned to your vessel. The operator also states the entrance to a system of tunnels was spotted next to the shuttle. He needs sorrow. Sorrow keeps us humble, my friend. Tunnels were spotted next to the shuttle. Request a full report on the shuttle. In the registry, the expeditionary shuttle number 712 has been designated as irretrievably lost for many years. Information about the circumstances of its disappearance are suspiciously sparse, as if someone deliberately erased it. From the crumbs of information that remain, you gather it was sent to explore some object on an unknown world on the order of Lord Captain Theodora and never returned. Let's explore the tunnels! After disembarking, you notice the shuttle is buried halfway in the sand, and the Von Valentius coat of arms is practically erased from its side. The shuttle has clearly been here for a very long time. Next to the shuttle, you find crates of archaeological equipment on which one can just barely make out the emblem of the explorators. Maybe most of these crates are lying next to massive black doors of Xenos origin, the entrance to the tunnels. The descent into the depths takes several hours. You make your way through cramped corridors, giving way to huge black halls where a dim emerald glow from no discernible source brings forth silhouettes of equipment abandoned by the tech priests. The suffocating, oppressive silence that accompanies you during your descent is broken only by the echo of your footsteps, deafening and yet so insignificant against the background of the Cyclopean arches. Okay, I guess we're going. Yeah, but one still mourns, I should think. More athletics. Yes. Ballistic skill. Yeah. Alright. New equipment. Oh, heck yeah.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
The sensors were erected by the tech priests to ward off malicious Xenos machine spirits. Ooh, hey look, it's one of these things that goes awooga, awooga, awooga. How do I make it work? Button, button, who's got a button? All but buried under a thick layer of dust, these crates contain equipment still in prime condition. It is as though even in the face of death, the tech priests would not dare offend the machine spirits by handling the equipment by anything less than reverence. Shun, should I step again? I need to use the bathroom, but I could do that and then we could probably fight this small fight. Small looking fight. Deceptively small looking fight. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Alright. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'm not even gonna put the thing up, I'm just gonna go. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Returning. Alright. The coat's gotta come off for now. So does the ice plate. Oh. We're finally getting a bit of livable weather, you know? Alright, guys. I want to make a t-shirt about recreational outdoor urination. The problem is my artist is a woman. I don't think she'll understand.
We are bound by
I
the...
am registering structural damage to numerous graves and the expiry of the expedition team. Initiating investigation to determine if the cause was gross incompetence or extraordinary circumstances.
The creature is completely motionless like a black statue. The dark metal of its body shows no discernible damage. Pascal, tell me what happened.
My success is an irrefutable
Bodies of
certainty.
Scutari, whose flesh and armor have disintegrated in various places. Judging by their wounds, they were shot during a hasty retreat. Oh, so nothing bad really happened.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So the dark hollows of its lifeless eyes could flare with the flame of ancient hatred at any moment. The eye sockets remain empty. Judging by the debris, the passage was blocked on purpose. The invasion has come to pass as foreseen. The impudent
Your words mean nothing to me. for I
Must be
speak the
destroyed.
language of the
Rise, ye who have
retribution.
known slumber and exact your punishment.
sight.
That's an immortal. Okay, so when were the space undead ever faster than? Better watch out, immortal boy. You've been to have the cycle discontinued on you.
Great sleep is over. They're not a fan of Pascal. It's like they know about the cycle being discontinued.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Alright, I'm gonna be petty right now. Shove it. Oh, that is more fun than it should
Forward is
be.
no one route. Forward.
Let's push the old man down the stairs. Dodge this. Can you dodge this?
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary code line. Request approved.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith.
Kick
Doubt
him
is for the weak.
while he's down.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. What is for the weak?
I'll do it.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Wolves reign! See how the wolf succeeds! Cubs play! Thunder! My strike is ruin! So shall it be. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father! So it shall be! I will carve runes out of your bow!
Oh, the numbers just shifted. That's fun. Alright. So what do we got now? Another immortal, a warrior. Huh? Yeah. I think I'm just doing this fight. I'm done.
The fame-hungry come! The wolf is on the hunt. Feel the icy bite of death! Cubs play! My instincts tell me to refuse. I challenge you, Danget. Time for our return.
Stage battles are annoying, I will say that.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done.
Follow my lead.
Victory is... It will be done. I will do my duty.
High momentum.
Alright. Hey, check this out. I can stop your reanimation protocols.
Towards our ultimate victory.
Just shut that noise down right now. We ain't doing no reanimation.
I will not be
Not
deterred.
about it. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. Now, Abelard is not happy because I'm not happy. And that means that you, sir, earned something. And that's a bump.
Indeed.
Oh!
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith. The Emperor commands. Your end is nigh. Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service.
Grey hair. Sure hair.
Oh, well, we're gonna cheese this right now.
I'll see our foes obliterated.
Gotta run over here, do following. Alright. Step there.
Naturally.
So anyways, I started swinging.
But of course, Lord Captain, nothing stands against me. Be gone. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. Naturally.
I had a thought. Maybe we could don't do this. Oh, I forgot to finish you.
The great sleep is over.
Weak yet iron knows no pain. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Do I have to wait till after the fight to do this? Or can I activate it mid-fight?
As the tactical imperative dictates. Cogitation fails. My vows
Straight up in that fight.
successfully terminated. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Suck
The Messiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binary override.
That whiff was bad.
Request approved.
Hey, guess what? Right there.
Rejoice in battle!
And switch it up.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Heavy bolter, go
As the
burn.
Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll do it.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Escape the Emperor's judgment.
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks. See how the wolf succeeds. So it shall be. Wolves reign. So shall it be. Give this task to someone lesser.
High momentum.
Pull some follow me.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. It will be done. I will do my duty. One fewer tongue.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind. I will not be deterred.
For the throne's glory. I'm done with this one. I won't object to it.
This is beyond me. Rejoice in service.
Get me a target. Alas, no. I won't do that.
Well, heck. Taunt. Do anything. Oh, that guy's alive. Cool.
The Triarch is eternal.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Running binaric override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. The omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Request denied.
Alright.
Request approved.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it.
With an increased hit chance, I should not have missed
Doubt
any
is
of
for the
that.
weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I'll do it.
Faith without deed. Is I'll do it.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. Wolves reign! So it shall be. In disgrace. Cops play. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. See how the wolf succeeds. Reassessment commencing.
Well, Abelard, I guess I'll get you to go up this way.
Follow my lead.
Tell him you hate it.
At your beck and call.
Prepare bomb.
It will be done.
Charge. Prepare secondary emergency bombing.
Victory is in. I took care of this one.
Necrons have this horrible habit of not wanting to stay dead.
High momentum.
I cannot comply. I won't suffer this. This is beyond me.
I'd rather not. At your beck and call.
Actions will speak louder than words.
This is a very frustrating one, because I don't know...
The Emperor commands.
I can't get the...
I can't allow myself to do this. I cannot comply. This is beyond me. I can't allow myself to do this. Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
I need a foothold.
Yeah, but they have to be close enough. The taunting scream will allow me to compel enemies into movement, but they have to be close enough, and so I'm in this sort of loop of They are not close enough, and I have no ability to reach out and touch them. Like, if they could get a little closer... But I don't have snipers in this squad. I kind of deemed them somewhat useless, to be honest.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Advancing.
Hold on. There we go. It took the AP, right?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'll do it.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I will turn you to scrap.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen! Injuries will not slow me.
By the wolf's eye, perish!
Yeah. But when do they activate is the question.
Our foes reek of cowardice. So it shall be. Cubs play.
Them laying flat, I don't know what I can realistically do.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I'm not interested. It will be done.
Everyone, step aside.
Am I close
enemies will be crushed like dust beneath my feet. Rejoice in service.
A tactically sound approach.
I will not be deterred. May the Divine's will be done! I cannot comply.
Doubt is for the weak.
Just need one more hit! Just one! Come on!
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Get the hit, don't.
As
Do
the
it.
Emperor commands.
Finally.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Your end is nigh.
Oh my gosh, just let me push the button. Like, I'm all for cool things in fights. They make fights cool. I like things like that.
The Emperor
But dang
is on
if
our
you don't
side.
have to consider that what am I trying to say? You have to consider that the audience might not know what's going on, or the control scheme that you think is good might not be, because it is so hard to get over one of those that I only realized it on accident. I gave it up for lost after I was trying to do it earlier and couldn't get anything. Alright, Sanctic time.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Can we just get to the end of the turn so I can hopefully have stairs raise up?
Request approved.
That's so tough when I turn off your machine crap. Your
Running by
survival crap.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My competences are not that universal.
Rejoice in battle!
I'll do it.
Doubt is for the weak.
I don't pack that. Tired. Cool.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I'll do it.
Faith without deed.
I hunger for battle. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. I don't like that. See how the insignificant.
Wait, can I close here?
So it shall be.
No. So that one didn't work.
The wolf is on the hunt. Wolves reign. None
I
can
will
do
accuracy
this
by
better.
volume.
Will not
I must have hit it twice or something. I was saying, sometimes I love dynamic battles. They are really awesome, but yeah, and that's the problem. I didn't mean to, and that's what I'm saying. Dynamic battles are cool, but I can't really find a good example of somebody executing them well. And now I basically have to wait around until I can move Pascal.
At your beck and call.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, pressed a button. There needs to be a visual indicator, I feel. I mean, am I wrong? Am I being just petty, or am I don't know. I feel like there should be a visual indicator of some kind.
Rejoice in service.
Because invisible walkway sucks a lot. I don't know that I can walk up to the foe if I don't know that I can walk up to the foe.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Hey, bud.
The Emperor commands.
I'm gonna turn off your protocols for a little while. Just not a big fan of you guys. Not really. Both are activated, or can I only have one activated at once? I mean, heck,
I'll
I'm
put my
willing to
psychic abilities to use.
heck off the battle for a bit, just to see. Okay, no, I can have both, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on, and so I don't... This should be a very exciting and fun battle. As somebody who's been a dungeon master most of his life at this point, I can easily say, if your players don't know what's going on, they're not going to have fun. It doesn't matter how much you know about what's going on. If they don't, they ain't having fun.
The scriptural settlement commencing. Running binary override. Request approved.
Wolfar, it's your friend.
Damn get.
Oh yeah.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a sword. I've decided it. It's happening.
The fame-hungry cow.
I want to test out how
So
broken
it shall
he
be.
is.
My hand is thunder. My strike is...
Okay, so you can only do that BS once a turn.
With each step,
I can...
I woke up with a feeling
on the stars.
was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
You'd be having really interesting dreams, Argenta. As you approach, the black metal of the ancient slab begins to move. Geometric shapes appear on its surface. The three brightest ones are symbols for star, transfiguration, and imprisonment. Above them there is another inscription. It's flickering, as feeble as a dead man's breath. My lord, I have spoken this testament to edify my spirit, so that after my reverie's vision comes to pass eternally, I may shed my oblivion of that which I lost when I gained all, and that which I gained when I lost all. I absorbed the lifeless images, unheedful of the fleeting moments, for eternity is my worship. I lay my hand and hearken until my memory is an imperishable tomb wherein the ashes of times past are laid to rest.
The Nephilia mix books of wisdom, knowledge received from the Omnissiah himself, by his most beloved children, knowledge that led to the most terrible betrayal of all.
Star symbol. The slab's surface wavers and ripples like a bottomless lake. The symbols are washed away and replaced with new ones. Their green glow is as bright as it is lifeless. My lord, I behold the truth of them, the rapacious reapers who drank stars dark. Blind was their eyes' gaze set upon us. Futile was their engorgement, for they would never be sated. Bathed in the ferocious rays of a deadly star, prisoners of our own brittle bodies, our race was withering, doomed to hurtle toward imminent and inglorious obliteration. War devoured existence within and without, and unity was a specter of dreams unattainable. Such was the way of things. We knew not else till we heard the call of the reapers of deathly stars. They made the summons, and we heeded their call, and we crafted at their behest indestructible bodies of living metal. For their voice we heard a hope of escape from the putrescible nature of existence. A wave of animated metal sweeps away the symbols, and the slab shows you a new set. Their glow cuts through the crypt's darkness, making your eyes sting. My lord, I behold the truth of the blood, or of the right of biotransference, the renouncement of our decay-bound bodies, the soul-splitting agony that doomed us to an eternity of triumph. Their messenger manifested among the overlords of overlords, bearing the gift of triumphant indestructibility. No fee had been promised, yet a fee was to be paid. There came no refusal, and the gifting was done. Our artisans harnessed their craft to erect biofurnaces, the gates of indestructible permanence, and we entered the crucibles of immutability, and the tyranny of withering flesh was cast off, and eternal existence in bodies of living metal commenced. While they gorged their maws on our souls like carrion-eating beasts, that was their fee. Only select overlords preserved their selfhood tenaciously, and fended off the oblivion of their minds and wills. My lord, I behold the truth that befell them. Fashioned by our touches, their imprisonment is our liberty. This is the enthroned truth that reigns supreme. Thus delivered from transient life's decay, we came forth as mighty unity, guided by them who had now sated themselves. We turned our foes to naught, but their tyranny had not made us oblivious to deception. Preparations were made and armaments were fashioned, and they were shattered, and their fragments engulfed. I can't pronounce that. I speak just enough Middle English that's gowled, but it's jail. Like, alright. Engulfed in timeless tesseract prisons, there was war. Born before death itself, they were strangers to an existence. Therefore, my lord, I place one of these prisons in your immortal custody. For as long as the Yekmet endures, so too will its impregnable walls. You've come across theories that speak of an ancient Xenos race that gained a metallic form of mighty beings that showed said race the ways of unlife, and of a cruel and bitter conflict that subsequently ended their coexistence. Now you have an eyewitness account of those events.
The Divine watches over us.
Dude, I gotta end real soon. It's 1.
Know your duty.
Is this the last bit of this system? What? The obsidian smoothness of the enormous slab begins to ripple and roil. A set of mysterious symbols, the 3 brightest ones, symbols for malefice, pestilence, and unraveling. They shiver forebodingly like a martyr gasping for air as life drains from them. My lord, who hast known eternity, I heed mine guarding words that I spoke at the dawn of the wrathful stars. He who is condemned to torture by imprisonment. He who is condemned by torture, by imprisonment, must languish forever in the labyrinth of many dimensions, lest their plagues befall us. A minute breach in the impossible prison would suffice for the spiteful will. The destructive thought incarnate in unperishing flesh to obliterate existence, I lay my hand upon the vessel of the past, and I am revealed doom that awaits one who breaks the commandments. New inscriptions appear. My lord, in measureless eternity I remembered their doom. I revealed the first plague, the malefice, a wormhole that invades the very existence of your thought. Your vision goes dark. Reality cuts through the darkness of eternal sleep like a cold blade. You sense wrongness and gain a clear understanding of the nature of that wrongness. Your engrams have been tampered with and damaged. You try to move, but in vain. You are buried alive in the metal crypt of your own body. Some of your fellows are faced with the same fate. As soon as they emerge from their stasis sarcophagi, they freeze like mangled statues, tilt sideways, collapse, crashing to the floor. Maddened legions march thoughtlessly past them toward a gaping chasm and tumble obediently into its merciless maw. Even while being flooded with Xenos visions, your mind remains sound enough to analyze the incoming information. You now grasp the nature of the pernicious malefice. Someone powerful on the outside is broadcasting insidious interference that disrupts the Xenos awakening from their stasis sleep. Madness is the nearest human equivalent of the effect this has on them. Forever frozen in a silent scream, you feel the haze of approaching madness cloud your mind as it is overrun by rows of starred emerald green symbols. As soon as their glow becomes unbearable, they go out at once, and you find yourself standing beside the black slab again. Right under your hand, the symbol for Malefice vanishes from the smooth black surface. Lord Captain, are you uninjured? Sound of mind? Why am I even asking? The answer has been obvious for a while now. Do you go poking your fingers in every kind of Xenos filth you encounter, 8-Vader? Or have you just taken a liking to this? Would you like me to chop off that hand before something happens? It will be quick and almost painless. We'll choose a nice augmetic for it. No? Pestilence. Slab's metal pulls it in, enveloping it like war. The text is transformed. My lord, I dare not divert my gaze from the guarding words. I am revealed the second plague, the pestilence. It is not enough merely to behold it. I comprehend it, as my own lifeless shell learns the truth of its doom. It's a change of frenzied pace. There are lights burn in your eyes, and the rapid flickering makes you nauseous. You are struck by a splitting headache, like an alien entity squeezing your mind out of shape as if it were soft clay, refashioning it after its own image. Toughness. Clench your teeth and press your palm harder into the slab. The pain is but an illusion. You overcome it and let the second vision into your mind. A cyclopean pyramid comes crashing down on the rocky ground. It seems intent on preserving its shape, but Tech Blight twists it and eats it away. An enormous hand cuts short the fortress's death throes as it crumples the pyramid into a shapeless lump and tosses it away. The shining metal giant lifts its finger and points it at a cohort of mechanical warriors. They are turned into puddles of black metal. The giant clenches its fist, and the soldiers' remains merge into an enormous tentacle that lashes and sweeps at everything around it. Rays of wrath radiate from the giant's face. The vision of the vengeful deity ends. The pain subsides at once, and the metal releases your hand unscathed. The flickering symbols freeze instantly and slowly begin to fade. The symbol for pestilence is the last to disappear from the slab's surface forever. Place your palm on the unraveling. My lord, their third plague. The unraveling is beyond comprehension, therefore I put before myself a question bearing clarity. Then I ask myself, my lord, if existence were to be reflected in myriad eternities, would they be the same? Your mind is now drowning in a flood of thoughts and memories. Ancient, alien, indomitable, with a titanic effort of will you hold on to one of the images, invested in the sound of borrowed words, and utter it in a strained voice that is not yours. No, every mirror has its own defect that flaws the resemblance. My lord, I am revealed the nature of the unraveling, an interminable flow of unmanifested defects of my eternity incarnate. The world known to me is unidentical to other worlds, nor is it one with them. The other manifestations, the unlikenesses, will wage wars upon me, seek to absorb, and thus obliterate me. I dare not lose my way and doom my eternity to perdition. I am firm in my memory that mine alone is the true eternity, whose existence is rightful. I will shatter the mirrored unlikenesses. It seems that the enigmatic text speaks of some distortions of causality, resulting in multiple alternate versions of existence. It also suggests that these versions are hostile to one another.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let's talk about why I'm really here. I'm here to grave rob, homie. Run, you will not find the machine god, basically, is the some lot of it.
There.
We're looking at part of a system of pylons used by Xenos repair mechanisms to move around the crypt. Alright, medicine. There is a story of a tech priest. Lumen system and make my save there on the bridge. No stone unturned. You visited all the systems in the Cronus Expanse. Yeah, yeah. Judging by the orbital trajectories, this is the parent star of the system. If the Luminoreader is right, back in the day it used to be huge and angry with a bite to it. Not this half-dead firefly. What happened to it? I can't imagine what could have drained a deadly beast like that. The Luminoreader swears the rays of this star would have continued withering all life in the system for millions of years to come. It was too young to have faded like this. It's like it was gnawed out. It was attacked suddenly and fiercely. A hungry predator bit into its magnetic field and drank much of its energy as much of its energy as it could. The predator was starving and would have surely devoured the star whole had it more time. Nomos, where did you get this information from? I do not know, but I can read the traces of what was committed here, as if I have seen it happen 100 times. So we're gonna stop at the Tomb World here tonight. We're gonna go into high orbit over the northern pole. Head to the bridge. Hey, Coyote. Hey, Coyote. Ow, jeez. That hurt. Big Popeye. Oof, I'm getting ready to finish up. Would you mind throwing some... Can I see the codfish real quick? I wanted to have some of that tonight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the name I was thinking of from the series about the Emperor called The End and the Death, because, well, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. If you know it, you know it, but it's also just, it's the end of this campaign, and somebody's death is gonna happen. Calcazar's, if I have my say, but, you know. Second, I gotta do my, trying to mind my weight a bit. Hey, Coyote. 4 pieces of that. And a curry. With the chicken fried rice. I usually leave a lot of my eating till the end of the day. We will praise the Emperor, though. Ave Imperator. Alright, guys. So we're gonna leave this till Monday. I thought we'd be able to finish up today, but oh my gosh, is it a long chapter, all things considered. I thought it was gonna be one quest, in and out, donezo, with a little pit stop to be like, oh, sorry about your dead homies, Ulfar. I hope you feel better, man. That definitely sucks a lot. You want to cry or drink? Your choice, man. Alright, get back on the starship. Let's get the heck out of here. Not find out one of the Space Wolves' biggest secrets. Which, by the way, when I said earlier there are no wolves on Fenris, it's true. Because there's Wolfen. And eventually they can turn into full-on wolves. That's why you have rideable wolves. Technically, when you see Space Wolf cavalry riding into battle on the backs of wolves, it's just a Space Wolf on a crazier Space Wolf. If you want to know my thoughts on Space Wolves in general, you need to read Storytime. Go to 1D4chan, read Storytime with Bjorn. Fell-handed. One day I will... I don't know if I can censor that enough to keep family friendly. Literal furry and the eyes of the dogs, 1,000-yard stare that only victims could. Bjorn Fell-handed is the oldest living space marine in the Imperium, I believe. Unless they retconned that, but he's a dreadnought that's been around and knew Russ himself. And Storytime with Bjorn is a great thing. You should check it out. But, if you want to support the channel and help us to be able to do things like the V-Bucks giveaway we'll be doing this week, Friday at 9, and then one either before the 9 o'clock one or after. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'm going to roll a die, basically. Tomorrow will be Fortnite, so that should be good. Other than that, we will be doing the like I said, we're doing the V-Bucks giveaway. Could you put that in the thing, Shun? In the doobly-doo, so I can do it on the other thing that sends it elsewhere. Might as well do a show while we're at it. So yeah, we've got this post here on X that you can hit up to try and win some V-Bucks. We had a guy win 2 things. We're also doing a giveaway of 2 battle passes this week. So the way that has to work is I'll friend you on Fortnite and then just gift you the battle pass. So if you don't have it, or you know somebody who doesn't have it, come watch Friday. Let me hook you guys up. And I don't... let me put it this way. I have no way of knowing if you and your friend both enter. I have no way of knowing that you entered twice. And it helps me, but I'm just saying there's no way to really verify that, so... But also hit up the links and follow the socials. We're going to start doing tomorrow, if we have anybody that signs up, we're going to be having people play with us in Fortnite. You can get to do that by joining the Discord and just saying, hey, this is my username, this is what I want to do, and talking to us tomorrow or Friday to play with us. I'd like to be able to run squads. If we don't get 2 people, I will just run squads fill with me and either the wife or Coyote. But it should be fun, and I really want to play with the community, so that's always fun. But we're just running it through Discord, so I really hope to see you there. Follow the socials, do the thing. Tell the people you love that you love them, because it matters, dude. It really does. They should know you care, that you love them. Coyote, tell the dog I love her, since you're petting her. And then tell yourself as well. I love me too as well. But I love you too, dude. Anyways, other than that, guys, we're gonna find somebody to host. It's probably gonna be Stony. Drink water. This is a threat. Have a good night, guys. Cabbage Man out. Sending you to Stony, so if you don't like swearing, don't go.